like. And I was like, I was impressed with her. Now, some people have feel away, some people don't like it, but I thought it was nice. I think she did a good job. Now, let's get into what she's talking about here. And she also won the Guinness World Record. Okay.
Drones. My album has been literally flying off the shelf from Walmart because Walmart has been delivering my album in drones in the Fort Worth parts of Dallas, Texas. Like a drone is going down their house and here you go. Here's your Cardi B album. And I'm so thankful because we even broke the record, the most delivery in 1 hour. So the drones is tired, honey. You can't even get it no more from a drone. But my album is still at Walmart, so make sure you got that and support me, please. I need money.
It's so silly. Cardi silly. So yeah, before we move on to the next part of about Cardi B, she was just sharing about the drones. This is how she got the award, the Guinness Book of Records, I think is what it was called. So that's how she got it. But you know, drones are pretty cool, y'all. Drones have been around for quite some time. I actually like back. It's been a few years now. I got my master's degree. It's been a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna tell all my age, but it's been over 10 years. And I remember the reason I mentioned that is because I had to do one of my papers, and I did it on Amazon. I had to do a whole paper on Amazon and all the things, and it was just I had to do all these things on Amazon. So I know a lot about Amazon, but it's old now, right? It's old information, but you know that was back. It's been over 10 years, but even then, that's what I'm saying. Back when I wrote my paper, they were just learning about the drones and talking about introducing it. I remember thinking to myself, "It's gonna be so cool," because I love. I've always been an Amazon shopper. Not trying to put a plug in for Amazon, but I've always been an Amazon shopper. So even back then, I remember the drones, and I was so excited, but Amazon was one of the first places that I'm aware of that actually started with the drones. So Walmart clearly has probably been doing it, but now it's more available for like just regular people like us, customers, you know, the regular population. But drones are very handy and pretty cool. I always think though, what if something happens and it just something and it just goes wrong? But I haven't heard any bad stories, so but kudos to Cardi B on her record for platinum, okay, making platinum, and her songs were jamming. And let me just stop before we're going to let's get into the interview and we'll come back. But I don't want to make this video too long, okay, because I'm already doing a replay because I want you to hear everything clearly, okay? All right. Let's get into it, okay?
I want to start right away.
Yeah.
You know, because the rumors on the streets be talking.
Mm-hmm.
And so the latest rumor about you is that you are having a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know what, if anything, you want to share about that with the class.
Well, yes, I am. I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Steffon Diggs.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How are you feeling about that? And that this will be baby number 4 for you, Cardi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm actually I'm excited. I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a good space. I feel very strong. I feel very powerful that I'm doing all this work, but I'm doing all this work while I'm creating a baby. Me and my man were very supportive of each other. We're like in the same space in our careers, but like in different,
By that, what do you mean by that same space? That you're both doing well? What do you mean?
You know what it is? That I feel like we're really great and one of the best at what we do. And me and him think the same way. Like, it's like, yeah, we're one of the greatest, but what's next? What we doing again? We do it again. We have to do it again all the time. We're never like comfortable. We just want to keep doing it. And that's just how we both are.
Is the baby, I'm not asking for your due date, but is baby coming this year or next?
It's coming before my tour.
Before your tour? When's your tour?
In February.
Whoa, Cardi.
Yeah.
You're going to go on tour in February?
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm very ready. Even while I'm pregnant, I'm very, very ready.
Tell me about that.
Because I'm getting my body ready. Like, I stretch it out. I stretch. So as soon as I give birth, tour rehearsal starts. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I don't come from weak women.
You don't?
No.
There is nothing weak about you.
No.
Nothing.
So yeah, there we have it. Cardi B shared her story. So before we get into this part, I want to touch on a couple things that Cardi said. So Cardi just shared with Gail King about what's going on with her. It was good. It was a good little interview. Sorry, y'all. Still, I think I still have thunderstorms going on here, but we're gonna push through. Okay. But Cardi B shared about her, kind of about her music, her life, and all the things that's going on with her. And one thing that stuck out for me, I know a lot of people have something to say about her. She definitely still married. I did my check. I did my homework to make sure I, checked to see what were facts and what was gossip. And so, yes, it does appear that she's still married to Offset, but the divorce is in the process, but I don't show where the actual divorce. That's just FYI. Moving on. But I will also say that she spoke highly of Stefon. Now, there's a lot of things going on here. There's lots of rumors, but then you got to understand they're out in the limelight, and they're always going to be rumors. So I try to find out what's true and what's false because hey, and I know she's pregnant, and she got we acknowledge, I'm sure she knows, she got pregnant out of, well, she was married, but she was married to she's married to Offset. And actually, that at first, I was thinking to myself, someone said, well, I'm gonna get into their comments before I get all into that. Let's get into the comments, okay? And I'll speak to it. Yeah, because I'm not gonna keep repeating myself. So let's get into it.
But I want to
Let's get
start
into
right
the
away.
comments.
Because the rumors on the
And
streets be talking.
we've already listened to that. Okay, let's get into not that far. Okay, all right. So let's go.
What's next? What we doing again? We do it again. We have to do it again all the time. We're
Don't
never
worry, it's
like
gonna go back.
comfortable.
I know
We
we're
just want to
repeating
keep
it a little
going.
bit, but
And that's
my
just how
fingers are doing what
breakups
they do.
are.
Okay?
Is the baby? I'm not asking for your due date, but is baby coming this year or
Yeah,
next?
just let her run that
It's
through. Otherwise, I'm
coming
just gonna keep
before
passing
my tour
it. Keep
Before
passing
your tour?
it up.
When's your tour?
in February.
Whoa,
Okay.
Cardi.
Yeah.
You're going to go on tour in February?
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm very ready.
What?
Even when I'm pregnant, I'm very, very ready.
Tell me about that.
Because I'm
See,
getting my body ready. Like I stretch it out. I
Mm-hmm.
stretch. So as soon as I give birth, the tour rehearsal starts. Yeah.
oh my God. Oh my,
Okay.
I don't come from weak women.
you
Right,
don't.
Corey.
No.
There is nothing weak about you.
No.
Nothing.
No, she's definitely strong for sure. That's for sure. All right, let's get into what. It's been a whole thing though since she came out with her saying she was pregnant. Again, most of us figured out that she was pregnant. She was walking like she was pregnant. She looked like she was pregnant, and honestly, she kind of talked like she was pregnant because she was working her neck, throwing markers and pins. And I'm joking. If you know, you know. I'm kidding though, but yeah. So, and but Cardi has been busy, y'all. She's been really busy because she's been on interviews. She's been rehearsing, popping, making these songs. So she's been doing her big one. She really has, even though she's pregnant. But let's get into what her fan space had to say because it seems like the fans are a bit split on their opinion about being pregnant. Most people are happy about the album. Most people are happy about the baby. Well, I'm gonna say most. Most people happy about the album, but when it comes to the baby and you're still married to Offset, some people fell away. Okay, let's get into some of the comments because we only want to get to what is actually being said. Okay, I love Cardi B, but this is some ghetto ass. Pregnant while still married to someone else. The new BD has multiple kids. She's too rich for this ghetto ass. One other user wrote. Okay, let's talk about this one. Okay. Yeah, she's still married to Offset. It's true. Mm-hmm. That's true. And then she was talking about Stefon. Now, Stefon, for what I could tell, only has one child. I did a homework in it. Now, maybe it's not reported yet, but I only show that he has one child. I think her name is Nova. She's a beautiful girl, and I may show a clip of that later. But yeah, and then it says she's too rich for this. Money does not make. I'm not saying that Cardi doesn't have class, but money does not make you classy. Money does not give you class. Okay, write all that down. That is not what that means. You can have money and not have class. You can be broke and have class. Okay, all right. Steffon Diggs not gay rumors, rape rumors. He's a chronic cheater and just had a baby. And Cardi B said, "Yup, I'm getting pregnant by that man." She's truly a Bronx. And I mean, see, where did I stop? I probably, I'm sure it's probably saying some extra stuff. Yeah, dirty and fearless. She said. Okay, so that's what they have to say. So there's that. That's an opinion. That's an opinion of. I'm assuming. Well, I don't know if they're a fan, but that's an opinion. All the babies are a blessing, but a shame that Cardi didn't wait to have her next miracle with a man who was devoted enough to marry her and stay faithful. I do wish her and her babies the best. Another wrote on YouTube. I do too, and it is a shame. And honestly, and I would prefer that she had waited, got divorced, got married, but she didn't. She's grown though, still. In the same breath, she's a grown woman. That was her decision. Okay, all right. Um. Okay, one person even managed to rope in her soon-to-be ex-husband Offset, who she's still in the middle of divorcing. It's too early for her to bring a baby into her life with this man, and it doesn't look good. Let me keep going. And it doesn't look good for her divorce. Now, when I first saw that it doesn't look good for a divorce, I was like, what does it got to do with her divorce? But I guess it really doesn't. I don't think that part really matters. But I do know, and I don't know if that really stands where they are, but if you have some states, if you get pregnant and you're married, okay, say you're married, she's married to Offset, and she got pregnant by Stefon. Even though we know the baby more than likely is Stefon's baby by birth, or biologically, um, because she's married to Offset, the baby is considered. She could say he can be liable, not liable, but responsible for the baby, considered the baby's daddy or whatever, because he's still married. He could have father rights, like he's gonna take them anyway. Anyway, that's the whole thing, and I'm scared to raise my voice because I'm not raising my voice, but I think really my mic will be a little. My mic is probably a little sensitive, so I'm trying to watch my tone, y'all. I'm sorry because I realize on some of my recordings I sound loud, but it's just because of my mic is sensitive. So I'm trying to control my tone. So forgive me if I raise my voice because I'm not really raising it loud, but I probably need to adjust my mic properly. But moving on, let's keep on. So we talked about that. So those are what's being said. It sounds like the fan base is a little split. They feel away. They're happy about the recording, but they feel away about the baby. Like, why are you getting pregnant? It's not time. It's too soon. A lot of people feel like it's too soon. Now, I will say, I would prefer she had waited till she got divorced. I'm just gonna say it. Like, it would have probably made more sense to wait, in my mind, in some of our minds, to wait. We thought, in our opinion, we think she probably should have waited till she got divorced and then proceeded with Stefon. But that's not what happened. And now we're here. So we're going to just keep on pushing. Hope she has a healthy baby. But there's still things. Okay. Not only do you have to, she's having to deal as in Cardi B, she's not only dealing with the backlash, from some of the people and all the things. She also dealing with Steffon Diggs rumors. The rumors about Stefon is caught between Baby Joy and Cardi B, baby drama, and the Lord Gazelle as a paternity case simmers in Los Angeles. So I think her name is Gazelle, Lord Gazelle is what she's called. So apparently, and this actually, there's documents, according to this report, there's actual court documents that she's filed a suit against him, paternity suit. And so Stefon, just one day after Cardi's announcement, court documents reveal Diggs is involved in a paternity case with the model Aline Lopez, aka Lord Gazelle. Lopez claims Diggs, I'm calling him Dougs, Diggs fathered her daughter, born in April, and filed papers in December 2024. Diggs responded in July 2025, saying he's not certain if the child is his, but
Hello, Barbara. This is
a DNA test. So he requested a DNA test. Okay, all right. So right now, it looks like we don't have an answer or response to know if it's actually his child or not. But time makes a difference. Timing is huge because When did he see this young lady? Did he really play off on Cardi B, or did he see this person prior to meeting Cardi B? But another key thing is that's so timing is everything. So people say he's cheated, but maybe he didn't. Maybe this is just he met her before he met Cardi. However, I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna need somebody I'm gonna need somebody to handle their business, y'all, because I don't know if they know, but we don't. There's things you can do to not have children. So far, he only has one from the report that I found. That could be wrong, but that's the report I found on Hello Google, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Everybody needs to be careful out there, okay? Like, yeah, Lucy, Lucy. I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, you're going. But that's that. So we'll wait and see what we find out later on. No public update yet on the
Hello.
day. And everything's happening right where I'm recording this. My phone's alarms going, everything's happening. Now let's get into what Cardi's response was, because Cardi is a whole mess. Cardi's a vibe though. I do like Cardi. She's funny. So Cardi, this is her response. Everyone talking about her man and saying that they, about all the things about baby daddies and all this kind of stuff. This is what Cardi has to say. Let's go.
Barbara, this is Shirley. Yeah, baby. Ah, yeah.
This is Shirley.
Yeah, that's the baby daddy, bitch. That my baby daddy too, girl. Well, what now? I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out, bitch.
So yeah, that's what Cardi's response was. You remember Shirley? If you know the song. Yes, Barbara, this is Shirley. Okay. He owned everything from the top of his head to the bottom. That's not what she's gonna say because Diggs has his own coin, so she's not gonna have to say that. But yeah, if you remember the song, Barbara, this is Shirley, or Shirley, this is Barbara. Yeah, that's a famous song. Okay, famous song. Let's get into some of these pics. Let's be nosy. Okay, some of the pics. Yeah, she's pretty though. She's really pretty. Anyway, there's Nova. I would miss the picture. There's Nova. Isn't she pretty? She's a pretty little girl. So Nova is the only child that I'm aware of that I did some research that I could find that Diggs has. Her name is Nova. I believe it's Nova. Okay.
Ah, yeah.
There she-
Yeah, that's the baby daddy, bitch. That my baby daddy too, girl.
I had to scroll back, y'all.
Well, what now? I don't
Let's see if we
fucking
go
know.
Cardi singing. What's she making?
We'll figure it
She
out,
making
bitch.
macaroni and cheese. But she hungry. She don't mind eating herself. Okay, yeah, there's some pictures. Okay. There she is again. She looks just like her daddy. She really does. She looks just like her daddy.
Hello, Barbara. This is Shirley.
I'm a clip that. I love that. Anyway,